a man who plied his partner with Class A drugs, namely cocaine, before throttling her to death on the night she planned to leave him, has been jailed for life. Thoroughly evil and manipulative Kieran Goodwin had been in a relationship with Olivia Wood for less than 3 months when he sadly killed her. Her murder followed a campaign of physical and psychological abuse, which saw Goodwin threaten to harm himself, forcing his victim to take time off from her place of work. WhatsApp messages also revealed how he tried to pressure the 29-year-old into having sex with another man, despite her repeatedly refusing. Miss Wood also transferred him more than $6,000 to help pay bills, which he splurged on cocaine. Kieran Goodwin was jailed for life with a minimum term of 35 years after being convicted of murder. The 33-year-old was also convicted of 15 other offences against Miss Wood and 3 other women. These included rape, sexual assault, causing a person to engage in sexual activity without consent, and intentional strangulation. Sentencing on Thursday, May the 8th, 2025, Judge Martin Picton said, "You are a highly manipulative, determined, misogynistic, selfish, narcissistic, and thoroughly evil individual," he said. The term evil is not a superlative to use lightly, but in your case, it is thoroughly deserved. The court's evidence revealed you to be the master manipulator. He said you were the perfect storm for Olivia, and to a lesser or greater extent for all of your victims, a perfect storm of emotional, physical, financial, and sexual abuse against which background you chose to exercise the control you wielded so as to cause your victims to take your ever greater quantities of Class A drugs and to engage in ever more extreme non-consensual acts. He added, "You are thoroughly devious and manipulative, as I have already identified. Any woman coming under your influence will, in my judgment, be at very great risk of harm from you. You are not to be trusted or taken at face value." Police found a packed suitcase and bags filled with Miss Wood's clothes and toiletries was found. Bristol Crown Court was told this suggested she was planning to leave before she was killed in Frome, Somerset last July. Jurors heard during the trial how Goodwin would ply the women with drugs, threaten to send compromising photos to friends, family, or work colleagues and report them to the police. He made them hand over tens of thousands of pounds, which he then spent on funding his cocaine habit and lifestyle. The killer would also threaten to harm himself if anyone rejected him in any way. Goodwin of Portway, Frome, admitted controlling and coercive behaviour against each of the victims, but he denied the other offences, claiming the women had consented to the sexual activity. He was convicted of murder and other charges after a 5-week trial at Bristol Crown Court. Andrew Langdon, KC, defendant, said Goodwin had a difficult childhood after his father left when he was 3, and he was brought up by his maternal grandparents. He said there is evidence of an emotional and destabilising background from childhood. Essentially, he grew up without a proper father figure or real parental guidance and lacked the guidance other children have. In statements read out in court, Miss Wood's family spoke of the mountain of agonising pain her murder had caused. Miss Wood was the youngest of 4 sisters. She said, "I want justice for Olivia and the other victims. Their voices must be heard, and their trauma and my sister's life must not be in vain." Elder sister Kyra Wood branded Goodwin a psychopath. She said he is a monster and without him, Olivia would still be here. He lied and preyed on her good nature. Their mum, Astrid Wood, said, "He is an unspeakably evil man. He is an egocentric, sadistic beast, a morally depraved psychopath. This person I see now is evil personified." The other three victims spoke out about the significant long-term effects of his crime. One said, "I hope that he may never be able to harm anyone ever again." The second said, "It pains me to know what he is capable of. It pains me to know that I am alive and the other person is not. He is not remorseful or sorry. He is only sorry he got caught, and the idea that he can go back into the world in the future to hurt me and others is something that I cannot bear." The third said, "I can genuinely say his behaviour and actions towards me will have a lifelong impact." Police Detective Superintendent Lorette Spierenberg, who led the investigation, said, "We know how special Olivia was. Her loss has left a hole in her family that will never be filled. Not only did he manipulate and abuse Olivia, but he did the same to the victims whose courage in coming forward and reporting his crimes against them has undoubtedly protected other women." Please like this video, please comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.